Check 1, 2. See if that works. Turn that off. Turn that on. See what's going on. Hey, what's going on? Second here. End of day failure for bulls. This is what they have to do. They have no choice here, right? It's like bulls have to get up here by end of day. 4:43:09 by end of day. There is a note to be made with this prediction for end of day here today. So here's your prediction here. This, see this bar right here? I'm going to make this one red. So watch this red bar right here. This can't fail today. If this fails for bulls, like failure, like, yeah, we blast underneath it. Start to do this nonsense, get down in here. That's not recovered at any point today. Whole trade is off. So that's what you're looking for here into end of day. So kind of end of day failure in here. Pretend this is tomorrow over here. You'd have like the end of day failure at some point. Come back down. It's like 9:30 open tomorrow, and then the big push higher. And that would trade into Thursday or Friday. Actually, that would trade into Friday. Friday morning, 10:30 a.m. Shocker, huh? That's right at the presser for that's right at the presser for my boy Jerome there. So let's don't hold me to this. Don't hold me to this. Presser Jerome Powell. 450.49. 450.49 on the presser for Jerome Powell. That's gonna piss some people off even making that statement. 450.49 Jerome Powell presser. Do I think that happens? I have no idea. Like horseshoes and hand grenades, it could be like, $1 lower or something like that. I'll write it down. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. So 5-minute chart. Oh boy. Hold on. We'll do this one green and huge. Let's see if I can go to a Weeble chart. Okay, so see if I got this right here. Bear with me here. Hope this doesn't show up on the screen, but it's something like this. I'll come back down right there. Failure right there in a Friday. Big giant move into Friday right there. Giant. I don't know if we can get that by Friday. I still wouldn't be surprised if there was a roll down here and you get that meat and you get way up here. All the vol rolls off that meat and then it's up there. So maybe I should redraw it. End of day failure, right? It's kind of right where we are. Right there. Maybe something more like this, 10:30 in the morning. and then rip some fucking faces off right there into the close on Friday. That'd be impressive. I know that looks awful, but it's something like that. Hopefully it disappears from the screen. Nope. It's still there. Something like that right there. It's got to be lower. It's not higher. Move these over as we go. Kind of like Bulls' only chance here. It's kind of like all Bulls have. Still sitting a bunch of calls. We already did PT2, so we'll move that one over there. We already did PT1, PT3. You'll slide that one over right here. Let's look at what's up top here. Woo! Woohoo! Look at those bad boys up there. Woo! They're like, "Fuck you, we ain't going nowhere up here." It's like the gates of the devils are up here. The sellers are like, "We ain't going up there, boss." Look at that giant space of consolidation down here. Oof. This will wipe out the entire chain right here. Dealers will be happy. Yeah, we went there, boss, but your zero dates are worthless now. Have a if you start breaking this at any point, be careful in here. Any kind of like closing bars underneath. You'll definitely have to sell and reset to the upside. Are we on this one here? Just keep your eyes right here. Your eyes on this prize right here. So this one right here is the one you want to keep your eyes on. Any kind of reversal here to the downside is not going to be pretty. I'm flat right now, and I'm wondering if I should sell and reposition. If you want to support the stream directly, here's a link. Let's see if I can. It's the best way to support the stream because YouTube and Streamlabs take a cut. It's the most direct way to support the stream. Give me that big old squeeze up here, big doggy. Give me the daily trigger. Give it to me up here. I'm going to talk to you guys about this right now so you can see this as we head into the close here. So I'm going to give you guys a heads up here, okay? So as we trade up into this zone here, it's going to get really, really dangerous. So up here, can we trade this here? Yes. Yes, we can trade this. But I want you to know that it's not going to be a fun ride. At any moment, there could be a major reversal here, okay? Here, here, here. So my recommendation here is going to be raise your stops as we go up there. Or maybe you take some calls that are farther out in time, Friday, next week, something like that. So we're going to get a little long in the tooth as we head up here. So as we go up here, this is the long part of the tooth up here. I can't stand when we do stuff like this. We blast off, and there's a big red bar, and someone comes in the chat and says, I didn't get long here. I got long here, and then I got trapped down here. Or I don't like hearing in the chat. Should I take calls here, Cap? Any of that kind of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, you can actually trade that right there. It's possible. So if you're going to trade this with me, make sure that you can either lose all that money, you're raising your stops, any of that kind of stuff, okay? So just watch this right here. Keep your eyes on this where my cursor is up here. Oh, yeah, baby. So we had a big conversation going back in the springtime. Not any plays right now. I got nothing on the table. If they can get above this 443, I'd take a trade. There's 250,000 calls that were just put on the market. So the dealers are not going to want to pay them. We know that that number is right here. This will be in the money right here. Do they want to pay those calls? Fuck no, they don't want to pay those calls. There's a possibility they could send it up and then bring it back down to the close. Yeah, possible. What do I think happens? I think we do this. And I think we see, where is that bad boy down there? I think we see this into the open tomorrow at 9:30. Blood. And then this right here, recovery. Now, if in that interviewing they get really nasty, if that 9:30 morning bullshit at 9:30 is nasty, not willing to buy this. And furthermore, to that point, let's talk about tomorrow really quick. Let's go over to trigger screen. So just into tomorrow, if you are a bull looking for a dip buy, you are looking for this to be defended right here, okay? So it's after 3 o'clock. So let's talk about tomorrow. So let's review yesterday too. Yeah, yesterday's close. So yesterday into the close, we were below the hourly trigger and the half-hour trigger right here, right? Talked about this in the close yesterday. We actually gave a target here. Give you an exact number. 439.26. It's like, I ain't buying shit unless run up above here. I said there's not a lot of time left for bulls to save themselves. And what was the bar right before the open this morning? Does anybody know? It's 439.26, right before the open. 439.26, we ripped higher. This number right here was the key, right? We got above it this morning, started ripping faces off. So going back to the trigger screen here, if you are a bull, here are your options, okay? If price can get above the 2070 MA, you can take this trade up right here. 444.50-ish. You might get a little push higher here. That's a trade for you. Next thing, if you're looking for a dip to buy tomorrow, it's down here, 440.50. Okay, on tomorrow's open, that's what you're going to be wanting to buy. If at any point we break below tomorrow, you've got no trade to buy down here, okay? So if you're a bull, that's what you're looking for. If we squeeze above, it is not tenable until the hourly comes up and supports. So any kind of squeezing above here, I don't expect it to hold. I want to see price come back down and confirm on this hourly trigger. So if you're a bull, you have to be tactful here. What are my expectations into tomorrow? So we're going to go back to the Webull chart right here. Got a little bit of squeezing going on right now. You've got 260,000 calls right now. So if you're looking for a trade as a bull, you might have this Valhalla trade in the close. I would not attempt to hold on to it. I would get rid of it before the ending close today. Even if it's between 4:15 and 6 p.m., they could still, even if it takes to 4:15 or 6 p.m., they're still not going to want to close all these calls in the money. And you guys that trade spreads know this. The finagling or the wink-wink stuff happens between 4:15 and 6. So even if we go up here into this close, they could run it right back down into 6 o'clock and not pay those calls out after 6. So I'm trying to get on this trade right now. I'm on this trade to the upside again right now. I'm long again. So just be aware of that. Be aware that even if NVDA has a great earnings, that you could see the market squeeze higher. You could see it squeeze higher, come back down, squeeze up here, and still come back down by 6:15. So that they're not closing those calls in the money. So just be aware of all this stuff here. Expectation on tomorrow's open. Even with any kind of squeezing in here, even with a good tech earnings, is still going to be down. Let me see if I can count the hours here. Target at open tomorrow, 442 to the downside. So if you want a downside target for tomorrow, 442. I'm going to leave this right here. Slide that over so you can see it. Downside target, 442. Into Friday, upside target, 448. I said 450 earlier, but 448 for an upside target into Friday. If you get the 450 or a breach above, you get like 450 or 452 or something like that. That's all free money for you. But the conservative, what to expect into Friday, 448 is the upside target. So this morning on the opening bell, I closed puts and went long the market. Right on the opening bell, I closed this morning. If you're here on the stream, you knew that first thing this morning. I was stationed in South Korea. They do that shit all the time. So I'm going to give you guys an update here so that you guys are crystal clear here, okay? Crystal clear so you're not spreading stuff that you don't know what you're talking about here. Or maybe you're trying to cloud tomorrow. I'm going to show it to you right now. The last time. So one more time for you for the cheap seats here, okay? Fed officials, interviews from Jackson Hole Summit right there, okay? 10 a.m. Don't miss it tomorrow. Then you have Fed Powell speaking at 10:05, opening speech on Friday. So I want you to know that you have Vol tomorrow at 10 a.m. and the Fed officials speaking. The Fed president's right in here, and you've got Jerome down here. You also have claims tomorrow, durable goods minus transportation. Then you've got University of Michigan consumer sentiment tomorrow. Thanks for saying something. Yeah, I closed them around the opening bell this morning. Right on the opening fucking bell and bought calls. I even put on Twitter this morning, 4-trigger bull cluster. As soon as that came out, bye-bye. Futures trading. We're going to do that coming up in the next week or two. We're going to do a whole futures series, like 3-4 days, something like that. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to expect at 9:30. These guys are, I said it earlier. These guys are going to, you're going to have two groups of people. You're going to have like the bad guy and the good guy, right? Or you're going to get the bad guy and the bad guy, or you're going to get the good guy and the good guy. So when we come into that, they're going to set a tone tomorrow morning. Until into Friday. So be aware of that tomorrow, 10 a.m., 10:05 to be exact, 10:05. No, so XLF was at a, just a heads up, so good question. So Chase is asking about XLF. We're going to talk about XLF right now. You want to do that? We can talk about it. XLF is not ignoring the downgrades. XLF was on a cliff. Going back to, on the top of my head, I think March 8th. February 8th or March 8th. If you go back and look at XLF on March 8th or February 8th, I do my work at nighttime. I just don't always talk about it. So XLF, as of last night, was on a cliff to send the S&P 500 down to its weekly target, right? That weekly trigger. And that's what we did back on that date in February or March. I forget which day it was. I'm doing this off the top of my head. But I did look at it myself. I looked at it last night on XLF, and I was like, hey, if we roll here, it ain't going to be pretty. It ain't going to be good. And then this morning, we got the 4-trigger bull cluster, got it right on that target number, and that was saying we were going up in a big way. And that's what we did today. We went up in a big way. So it switched from defensive to offensive, and of course, that's what we did all day long is go up. Yeah, futures will be fun. I don't want to get into trading futures. I don't know. I don't want to get into trading futures because it keeps me awake at nighttime, and I fucking hate it. Like, I like cash market. There's more normal hours, but then I'm on there fucking middle of the night trading this shit. But I know some of you guys can't hedge, so I'm like, I got this like whole other thing where I'm like, I got this whole entire thing where like I know some of you guys are only trading cash market. I'm almost positive of it. So if you could put like $1, $3, $4, $5,000 in an account and hedge yourself at nighttime, it would serve you well. It would help you. It would help you to take less losses, believe it or not. So if you see the market start to sell off in the middle of the night, if you see the market bounce, anything like that, support step in, anything like that, you need to shift. You need to be able to do that. So. I think the bull case is, I truly believe that the bull case is to buffer whatever's coming down the road. That's what I think most of this is. Even back in May, June, and October of last year. It's just buffering for the eventual major roll that we're going to get. So I think we get that roll in spring or I think it's springtime or late winter. Could be now. Could be now. It might happen. I'm not a fucking crystal ball. But if they had a plan, I think it's something like that. Yeah, if you got like $3,000, like I think if you had like 1,500, you could probably do the micros or something. Trade the micros. I wrote a whole bunch of stuff up for it too, so I got like I have an outline of what to talk about with you guys, things you have to know about trading futures, benefits and it's not illogical. It's I don't think it's illogical at all. You can actually look at every time we crash where it happens from, right? It happens on the top, not on the bottom. It happens on top. Every single fucking time. Every single time. There's one time where we failed to make a new high. I think one. I think maybe two. One or two. I think when I looked it up, it was two in the complete history of the stock market. Not once every 2 years. If you look up the number of times we kept going higher, thousands. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times. Thousands and 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 thousands of times. I can tick them off every time. We'll go look. We can look at them one Sunday if you want. We can do a show, do a weekend show. Count them all off for you. Count them all up. You got 2 times where you didn't get the all-time high. Twice. Even if you rolled, you still got that all-time high. Talking about when you failed to get the all-time high. Very rare. And the number of times that we actually went up there and got that all-time high and then rolled down is a small number. Okay. Here is ES. ES having nothing to do with this right now, okay? Now, I'm going to show you 2 levels for you to be looking at on ES. I'll do NQ for you as well. 44.72.50 to the upside. And then don't be caught dead down here anywhere. Okay. 44.32. This one will move, though, as the night moves on. This will come up. It'll be like 44.20. So this level right here, take your money and run kind of stuff. So right there. So if you're short ES or anything like that, you're going to be hoping and praying for some kind of a move up and then down like this and then down here, okay? That's what you're hoping for. Don't get squeezed out if we break above because it'll likely come back anyway. So if you're short ES, This applies to Qs too. If you're like, I'm panicking now, I'm freaking out. Do that carry right over there, okay? You got to like be able to carry it over here. This likely does not hold if we go there. It needs this to follow here. It's like even if it looks all bullish and shit, it's still gonna roll and come back down. So you still have an out, is my point. Okay, so if it does continue to go up, look for that out. At 442ish, somewhere down in here, you'll likely be given an out. NQ. Ah, shit. NQ, man. Woo-wee. I want you to see this here in NQ, okay? On NQ, I'm not one that believes that NQ can go higher without the hourly trigger. I'm not that guy. So we'll look at the 30-minute here, see if I'm wrong. You know, you're probably going to get a squeeze up here on NQ. You're probably going to get a squeeze. There's that target up there, but you know, you're going to be looking for these targets to sell by open tomorrow. I'm going to warn you of something here. Sorry, this is for me for NQ, but normally, if we squeeze up, you'll get a chance to get out. I want to warn you, though, you have the hourly trigger coming up right here. So if that holds and we start going up here, it's going to get nasty. You're going to get a phone call. So just be really careful in here if you're in like a tech short or something like that. Worse than S&P 500. Very dangerous. If you're short NQ, very dangerous. I'm gonna say something to you. If you're a short dude, like we go down here, get out of your fucking short until this here starts to go down to remake your money. Like, don't go short until you're under this. Like closing fucking bars. Shouldn't be trading this shit if you don't know what I'm talking about. But there's real danger here if you're short on NQ. I didn't see that earlier. You know, they close the fucking market for an hour, and before you know it, you're up here. 6 p.m. rolls around, and whoop, see you later. Be really careful in the 6 o'clock here. That's a fucking trap and a half right there. Yeah. If you're a bear, 15,132, 15,089, thoughts and prayers. If it reverses, if you start to see any action, like mark these numbers here, like 15,210. Like if you see stupid shit like this happening and it starts to go up like that, fucking stops right there. It ain't gonna stop because you're gonna see this hourly come up, and it's gonna be 6 o'clock in the morning. You'll know by 6 a.m. That's best case scenario for you. I don't know what time this is here. Probably be awake around. I'm gonna tell you when you're gonna be awake. Somewhere around 9 o'clock. Somewhere around 9 p.m., 11 o'clock tonight. I don't even think you get until 2 a.m. I think 9 p.m. you're going to know. You'll probably have an out at 9. I hope that you do. I don't want you guys to lose money if you're a bear, so. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this. Switch back over into tomorrow. I'll see all of you guys tomorrow. Would not be surprised to see it all come back down by a.m. We are above the daily trigger right now. Not bullish yet. Needs to recheck daily trigger in cash market. All this is fake. So like in cash market, you need to see price come back down and test daily with the hourly underneath it to even begin to talk about being bullish here. So don't get started with like, I don't want to see you on fucking FinTwit being bullish. because the squeeze comes right back. It always, every single time it comes back. It has to prove in cash market that it's going higher. Okay, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Do you guys have any questions before I go? See you guys in the morning. Review where NVIDIA is going. So the implied move was hit. I haven't heard their guidance yet to see what they have to say. Seems like they made their target. Even if you get a pullback in NVDA, you'll likely see it tag it again during cash market. They have to announce something extra special, super duper, for it to go any higher from where it is right now. If they announce anything crazy, let me do a measure here. Give me a second. Dude, NQ is just fucking ripping right now. It is fucking ripping. It is fucking ripping, right? Oh, man, dude. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, wait a minute. That's where I want to be. Hold on a second here. You want upside targets for NVDA? Hold on here. One quick second. I gotta measure this shit. Hold on. What am I doing here? Ready? $554.78. I don't think you get that right now, though. I don't think you get that right now. $554.78. High target. I don't think you get that right now. I'm not going to tell you that's going to happen. I don't think you get that for some time period. There it is right there. I don't think you get that right now. I think they're going to fill those calls up. They're going to send it back down. This is on board for you, though, if outside of market conditions, outside of options, outside of no bad news coming out the next half an hour, you're targeting 554.81. 78. Sorry, I said 81. It's 78. 25 billion in share buyback. Nino, I would just do the opposite all the time. Whenever you're gonna hit this buy or sell button, just do the opposite, man. I love you, brother. I think that we're coming back, so I'm assuming that the Bears are gone right now. I'm assuming that there's no more Bears in the broadcast here. Tell the Bears that I don't hate them or anything. I think we pull back off NVDA unless there's something I'm missing. It's mostly a function of not wanting to pay it. So the buyback's not good enough for right now. It's like after the 25th, I think you make that move to the upside. I could be wrong, but I think it's after the 25th. I love you, Nino. Love you too, Stacy. I'll see all of you guys tomorrow. I'll see you at 9:30 in the morning. We'll play the interviews live for you at 10:05. See what they have to say, and we'll see where this market's going. 445.01 high tick on SPOOs, closer to 450 than we think, right? Closer than we think. I'll see all of you guys tomorrow. Please like and subscribe to these videos. Tell your friends on Twitter. Tell your friends on Wall Street Bets, Stock Twits, wherever you go. Try to get me some viewership. I need some viewership, so let me get a high today of viewers of like 560 or something. It's probably got like 2,000 viewers. I want to make that next step, so if you can do that for me, I'd appreciate it. It does help out. I'll see all of you guys tomorrow at 9.